Good afternoon, viewers. I'm Quentin Leroy, and we're here in the studios this afternoon to talk about social media. There's a lot of social networks, and it's not always easy to understand the tools. So how to choose the social networks that best suit your company needs? I went to interrogate a CEO of a small company on the question. Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm CEO of a company named Toothpaste & Co. I run this company for a couple of years now, and about a month ago with my associate, we decided to go on social media and use them for marketing. At that time I really didn't know what was exactly social media and what it can do actually for my business. So I made some research, and this is what I found. Sandra? Sandra? She's always on the moon. Sandra? Sandra? Bring the social box, please.
Here it is, Mr. Stu.
Thank you, dog. You're a lifesaver.
Goodbye, Mr. Stu.
Bye-bye. So, where we were. Yeah, about social media. So, what is social media? Social media are primarily internet and mobile-based tools for sharing and discussing information among human beings. That's the definition you can find on a well-known website, Creative Media Form. So basically, it's just tools that people are using to communicate one between each other. Why is it important for us today? It's because it's become a big network, so millions of people are sharing information, discussing between each other, and it's very important for brands or companies like us, or local companies, to have a pass on these networks. More than 96% of Generation Y have joined the social networks. You won't believe what you can find on the internet. Did you know that more than 1 billion people are using social media today? And a study showed that 90% of people tend to trust advertising when they come from friends. Because social media is a tool that people choose in communication in tomorrow's world, it's important that marketers realize the impact of it in the business world. But there is a lot of social networks, and it's not always easy to know what they can do for your company. So how to choose the social networks that will best suit your company needs? Here you can see the most common used social networks by marketers in the beginning of 2012. So today we're gonna just look at Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. So to begin, let's look at Facebook.
How do you build your business? You work hard to establish a brand. You strive to meet your customers' needs every day. You listen to their feedback and develop meaningful relationships with them. You welcome their referrals and grow networks. But how do you reach more people and still build authentic relationships? What if there was a way to engage all your customers anytime? What if it was easy to foster a strong community around your brand? Your customers are on Facebook every day. It's an essential part of their daily life. They engage with each other, sharing their passions with like-minded individuals. They join in conversations and continuously discover content that is meaningful to them. It's an active and authentic audience made of real individuals with real interests, of a size and scale that has never been seen before. And they're talking about their favorite brands. On Facebook, you can join in the conversation. Create your own page where you help stimulate discussion around your product. Run highly effective ads that engage people when they're most likely to connect with your brand. Create a poll. Ask customers for feedback or to RSVP to an event. Every time someone interacts with your ads, it's shared with their network of friends. Their personal recommendations offer the strongest kind of endorsement and result in a dramatic increase in brand lift. With Facebook, you build community by sharing meaningful content and by empowering your customers to spread the word for you. You can reach hundreds of millions of people on a global scale, or precisely the ones that matter to you most. The world has gone social. Be part of the conversation.
Okay, and now Twitter.
How to promote your small business on Twitter. You're a small business. Whether you have a storefront, a website, or you're totally mobile, you understand the value of connecting with your customers online. That's why you're on Twitter. You're starting to find your voice, you're tweeting about your business, and you're building deeper connections with your followers. But what about all the people who haven't heard about you yet and would probably love your business. Introducing promoted products. There are two types of promoted products on Twitter for small businesses: promoted accounts and promoted tweets. With promoted accounts, Twitter looks at your current followers and then searches for people with similar interests. When it finds a match, Twitter recommends you in the Who to Follow section. You'll gain new followers who can spread the word about your business. With promoted tweets, Twitter constantly monitors your engagement and automatically promotes your best tweets. That's why promoted tweets and accounts aren't like traditional ads. You don't write anything new. Twitter simply puts your best tweets in front of more of the right people at the right time. You only pay when someone follows your account or engages with your promoted tweet. You never pay for simply showing up on someone's page. You determine the limit of how much you want to spend per day and how much you want to spend per new follower or engagement, so there are never any surprises. You can also decide where geographically you want your content to be promoted, which is a great way to discover local connections. You'll be promoted both on the web and on mobile, so you can even reach potential customers on the go. Whether your business is dog walking, creme brulees, karate classes, or a fashion blog, Twitter can help you reach the right people at the right time. Promoted products on Twitter. It's a piece of cake.
And finally, LinkedIn.
Your LinkedIn company page is the central hub where millions of LinkedIn members can go to stay in the loop on your company news, products and services, business opportunities, and job openings. It's also the perfect place to start a conversation with your current customers, prospective clients, job seekers, or fans. Post company updates, promotions, industry articles, and fun facts. Not only will these posts appear on your company page, but they'll show up right on your followers' homepages, on both desktop and mobile devices. Have your followers like, comment, and share the posts so your message goes viral. And don't forget to check your analytics tab to see who's visiting your page, following your company, and engaging in your conversations. Set up your company page, start a conversation with followers, and watch your community grow. Get started today.
When we talk about social media management, I got a couple of advice on that. For small companies, for example, you can divide the task and make it a group effort. It means divide the time needed on each social networks throughout your employee. It will reduce the time they need on social networks every day, and also help them to create bonds between the company and your employees. Secondly, keep a schedule also, it's very important. You need to post regularly on social media in order to keep your customer, your followers up to date and not bore them too much. Prioritized social networks mean that you don't have to go on all the social networks, jump into the pool. You need really to choose the social network you want to be on and keep on it, because you can't be on all of them, there's way too much. So you really need to focus on some of them, and Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn are the most common used nowadays in Europe. Fourth, social media management dashboard. There is software that can help you manage your different social networks centralized in the same space, like Outlook would do for email, for example. Manage your time. It is important to spend a few minutes each day on your social networks. You don't want to let a customer without answer too long. Vary your content is very important for customers to not hear only about your products. Listen to them in order to know exactly what they want to hear about from you. Take also in account the type of media. For example, in Twitter, it's not possible to do more than 140 characters. Engage with your customer. People which are interacting on social media are waiting for answers. They want to talk with you, so it's important to give them feedback. But the important to keep in mind is that having a page on social media, it's like opening a new shop. You really need to be present, otherwise the customer will go away. Hi, hello again. Thank you, Mr. Chia, for all those tips. Now we're going to call Mr. Nice for an insight on the social media users. Hello, Mr. Nice.
Hello.
So you're a professor in sociology and you're actually doing your research on social media.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell us more about social media users?
Well, in fact,
From the data collected by Google Ad Planner, the average social media user is a woman of 37 years old. She had at least some college, and she earned between 15 and 100K a year. Okay, interesting. So it's not only for the youth. No, in fact, the population of social media users tend to become older. Thank you for your time. It's already finished? And yes, it's almost the end of this new cast. So now it's time to call Mr. Rockefeller for an interview on his recommendation. Hello, Mr. Rockefeller. You're welcome. So, can you summarize for us what is Twitter? To sum up, Twitter is a river of information. It allows people to choose from what they want to read from. Then it becomes a very powerful marketing tool because people are not anymore attacked by ads but are actually more or less interested by what you have to say. Okay, that's interesting for company. What about LinkedIn? LinkedIn is currently the biggest professional network. It allows companies to create a page that represents themselves, size, turnover, activities, but also their interests, products, services, job opportunities. LinkedIn helps companies to create business opportunities by creating connection between suppliers, customers, and associates. Okay, so that's the social networks that allow companies to create connection in B2C, but also in B2B. Exactly, that's what makes them different from the others. Okay, and finally, what are the particularities of Facebook? Facebook is the biggest social network with more than 900 million users. It's an opportunity for companies to create community around the brand and establish a direct communication between them and their customers. Once you know your target, Facebook becomes a very powerful tool. It allows you to narrow your audience in function of multiple demographic and social criteria. So for now, it's the best tools for marketers in B2C. Thank you, Mr. Rockefeller. I think now we all have a pretty good overview on the questions. So now it's your time to choose.